After 60, our bodies begin sending signals that are hard to ignore. You wake up in the morning and your arms and legs feel stiff. A short walk makes your muscles feel heavy. Or in the middle of the night, you're suddenly jolted awake by a painful cramp. These aren't just signs of getting old. They're reminders that our muscles are slowly losing strength and flexibility. The problem is, many people think eating enough rice, meat, or fish will keep their muscles strong, or that drinking milk alone is enough. The truth is, once we pass 60, our bodies don't absorb nutrients as efficiently as before. At the same time, we need a wider variety of delicate nutrients like potassium to keep electrolytes balanced, boron to help process calcium and magnesium, and polyphenols to fight oxidative stress. Without these missing pieces, muscle strength declines and the risk of injury grows. What many don't realize is that there's a familiar juice with a naturally sweet taste and deep color that carries all of these nutrients together. That's prune juice. Drinking even a small amount regularly can ease stiffness, reduce cramps, support bone health, and give older muscles the foundation they need to recover. In today's video, we'll explore 5 reasons prune juice deserves a spot in your daily routine. If you truly care about staying strong and flexible, this is one drink you don't want to overlook. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and let me know. Are you ready to give this often overlooked juice a try? When we talk about muscle health after 60, one factor that often gets overlooked is electrolyte balance. Our muscles only work because tiny electrical signals travel from the brain through the nerves. Every time you want to lift your arm, take a step, or flex your calf, ions like sodium and potassium move in and out of muscle cells, creating a small electric current. That current is what makes your muscles contract and relax smoothly. The trouble is, as we age, this balance often shifts. Sodium tends to pile up, while potassium runs low. It's not surprising, given that most modern diets are packed with salt from canned goods, processed meals, and fast food, while the fruits, vegetables, and juices that supply potassium aren't always eaten in enough amounts. The result, muscles don't get a clear signal anymore. They tighten, fatigue quickly, and cramps show up especially at night. You may know the feeling you're sleeping peacefully, then suddenly your calf seizes up with stabbing pain that forces you to sit up and rub it out. That's your body's way of saying, I need more potassium. This is where prune juice quietly shines. Just one small glass, about 7 ounces, or 200 milliliters delivers nearly 700 milligrams of potassium, which is close to 15% of your daily requirement. That means a single serving already gives your body a healthy push back toward balance. With electrolytes steadier, muscles work more smoothly, cramps ease up, and fatigue lessens. Research shows that people who meet their potassium needs report fewer nighttime cramps, stronger muscles, and more comfort when they move. And here's something important: potassium doesn't just help your arms and legs. Your heart is a muscle, too. When it has enough potassium, the heart's rhythm stays steady, circulation flows better, and oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles more efficiently. So drinking prune juice regularly is not only a gift for your legs, it also helps your heart stay strong enough to power the whole body. After dinner, instead of cracking open a sugary soda, you pour yourself a small glass of prune juice. The flavor is naturally sweet with a light tang, and inside, your body is soaking up the potassium it needs after a salty day of eating. Over time, those nighttime cramps fade, and you wake up with your legs feeling lighter and freer. That's the power of a small but smart choice. Too much potassium can be harmful, especially for anyone with kidney problems or those taking diuretics or blood pressure medications. For most older adults, around 3 to 5 ounces, 100 to 150 milliliters a few times per week is a safe and effective amount. That's enough to bring benefits without overwhelming the body. I always remind older patients the key is steady, modest, and mindful. If you're looking for an easy way to support your muscles after 60, think about restoring potassium balance. And prune juice might just be one of the most practical, enjoyable ways to do it. So let me ask you, do you often deal with leg cramps at night? And have you ever tried using potassium-rich foods or drinks to ease them? When people think about minerals that keep muscles and bones strong, calcium, magnesium, and maybe zinc usually come to mind. But there's another trace element, rarely mentioned and often unfamiliar, that quietly plays a crucial role in muscle health. That mineral is boron. It may sound unusual, yet prune juice happens to be one of the richest natural sources. Boron works like a coordinator. It helps the body absorb and use other minerals more effectively, especially calcium and magnesium. Calcium is the backbone of bone strength, while magnesium is essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough boron, the process of moving calcium into the bones or holding magnesium inside muscle cells just isn't as efficient. In other words, you could be getting enough calcium and magnesium, but without boron, your body might not use them to their full potential. Research shows boron may improve bone density and lower the risk of osteoporosis, which is especially common after 60. When bones are strong, muscles have a sturdy framework to anchor to, making movement more stable and flexible. Think of muscles as elastic bands and the skeleton as the frame they pull against. If the frame is weak, the bands can't do their job well. By strengthening that frame, boron in prune juice indirectly supports muscle function. Boron also influences hormones, particularly estrogen and testosterone, both of which are vital for maintaining muscle mass and strength. As we age, these hormone levels decline, and muscles shrink and weaken. Natural boron intake from foods like prune juice may help maintain a healthier hormone balance, slowing down muscle loss. Imagine this in a practical way. Perhaps you've taken calcium-fortified milk for months, but noticed little improvement in your bone density tests. The missing piece may not be calcium itself, but the key that helps your body use it efficiently. Boron is one of those keys, and prune juice provides it naturally. It helps turn nutrients you're already consuming into real strength for your bones and muscles. Boron has been linked to reducing inflammation, something many older adults feel as stiff, aching joints or sore muscles. Some studies suggest boron can slow down enzymes that trigger inflammation, helping joints stay flexible and easing discomfort, especially for those dealing with arthritis or stiffness from inactivity. As with potassium, the goal isn't to take large boron supplements. Too much can be harmful. The safest way is through natural foods, and prune juice is a simple choice. Just one small glass provides enough boron to support daily needs without risk of overload. Think about your daily routine. Alongside water or tea, adding prune juice a few times a week may gradually make a noticeable difference. You won't feel it overnight, but after weeks or months, you may find yourself moving with less stiffness, with muscles and joints that feel more comfortable. That's the quiet, steady benefit of boron at work. It's also important to remember that prune juice isn't a magic fix. It's part of a bigger picture. Pairing prune juice with a diet rich in vegetables, gentle daily exercise, and good sleep builds the foundation for long-term muscle strength. Does it surprise you that a little-known mineral like boron could have such an impact on muscles and bones if you've struggled with stiffness or low bone density? Why not see if adding prune juice to your week brings you some relief? Beyond potassium and boron, there's another important component in prune juice: polyphenols. These are natural antioxidant compounds found in many dark-colored fruits, and dried plums, the base of prune juice, are among the richest sources. For those of us over 60, polyphenols aren't just a vague anti-aging label. They act as a true shield that helps protect muscles from the silent damage happening inside the body. Every time we move, our cells produce free radicals. In younger years, the body's own antioxidant defenses are strong enough to keep them in check. As we age, that system weakens. When free radicals build up, they attack muscle cell membranes and damage protein structures, making it harder for muscles to repair themselves and more likely for inflammation to set in. This explains why after 60, recovery feels slower. Soreness lingers longer, and strength fades more easily. Polyphenols in prune juice help neutralize those free radicals, acting like a protective barrier around muscle cells. A 2022 study published in Nutrients found that diets rich in polyphenols improved muscle function and lowered inflammation in older adults, slowing age-related muscle loss. By drinking prune juice, we give our bodies a significant dose of polyphenols that ease the oxidative stress wearing down our muscles every day. What's especially interesting is that polyphenols don't just protect muscles, they also support circulation. They help blood vessels stay flexible, reducing stiffness in the vessel walls, so oxygen and nutrients can travel to muscles more efficiently. Muscles are like engines to keep running smoothly. They need a steady fuel supply. Oxygen and nutrients are that fuel, and polyphenols safeguard the delivery system so the supply never runs short. Think of someone in their 60s who finds their legs heavy or even numb after a short walk. That can be a sign of poor circulation and muscles starved of oxygen. With a habit of drinking prune juice a few times a week, polyphenols can help improve blood flow and ease that discomfort over time. It's not an instant change, but with consistency, the body often begins to feel the difference. Polyphenols also make a difference in recovery after activity. For older adults, something as simple as gardening or a trip to the market can leave muscles aching for days. By calming inflammation, polyphenols give muscles a better chance to heal faster. This helps us stay confident in moving, breaking the cycle of the more it hurts. The less we move and the less we move, the weaker our muscles become. It's worth noting that polyphenols in prune juice work best as part of a balanced lifestyle. If someone relies only on prune juice but continues a diet high in sugar and low in vegetables, the benefit is limited. But when prune juice is combined with plenty of greens, light daily exercise, and good sleep, its antioxidant effect is much more powerful. And just like with potassium and boron, it's far safer to get polyphenols from natural foods than from high-dose supplements. A small glass of prune juice delivers not just polyphenols, but also a range of nutrients that the body absorbs in harmony. So let me ask you, when was the last time you felt completely worn out after a day of activity? And have you ever considered that something as simple as the nutrients in prune juice could make recovery a little easier? When people talk about keeping muscles strong after 60, digestion is not usually the first thing that comes to mind. Many assume that all it takes is more protein or more calcium, but the truth is, if the digestive system isn't working well, the body can't fully absorb those nutrients. And this is where prune juice can quietly make a big difference. Prune juice has long been known as a natural way to keep things moving. That's because it contains sorbitol, a type of natural sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines, softens stools, and stimulates regular bowel movements. On top of that, prune juice is rich in soluble fiber, which feeds the beneficial bacteria in the gut. When digestion is smooth, we feel lighter, less sluggish, and most importantly, the body can actually absorb protein, vitamins, and minerals more effectively to fuel the muscles. Think back for a moment, how many times have you or someone you know over 60 dealt with digestive issues? Not only is it uncomfortable, but it also reduces appetite. Meals that are already small become even less nutritious. The result is that the body doesn't get enough raw material to maintain muscle. Adding prune juice a few times a week can help break that cycle. Better digestion, a healthier appetite, improved absorption, and stronger muscles as a result. Another important point is the gut microbiome, the billions of bacteria living in the intestines. Recent research shows that when these good bacteria are nourished with soluble fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids. These compounds support the gut lining, influence energy metabolism, and even reduce inflammation throughout the body. In other words, a healthy gut indirectly helps muscles function better and stay less inflamed. Thanks to its fiber and polyphenols, prune juice helps feed these beneficial bacteria and supports both muscles and bones in the process. Smooth digestion also makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight. Extra weight puts stress on joints and muscles, while being underweight leaves muscles weak. By supporting efficient digestion and steady nutrient absorption, prune juice helps older adults stay at a safe weight light, enough to avoid strain, but strong enough to keep energy up for daily activities. Now picture this small daily habit instead of ending lunch or dinner with a sugary dessert. You finish with a small glass of prune juice. The natural sweetness satisfies your taste buds, while inside, your digestive system gets the tools it needs to work more effectively. Over time, you may notice your stomach feels lighter, eating feels easier, and your energy levels rise. Of course, prune juice does have a clear laxative effect. Too much can cause loose stools or discomfort. For older adults, about 100 milliliters at a time, 3 to 4 times per week, is a safe amount. That's enough to support digestion without overdoing it. The bigger picture is this muscles cannot thrive if the body cannot digest and absorb properly. Prune juice can serve as a bridge, helping the body shift from sluggish digestion and poor nutrition to a lighter, more energetic state. Have you ever tried drinking prune juice to support digestion? And if so, did you notice a difference in how you felt with eating, energy, and overall health? By now, you can see that prune juice offers plenty of benefits for muscles, bones, and digestion after 60. But just like with any other food, using it the right way makes all the difference. Many people think, if it's good, then more must be better. That's an easy mistake, and it's often the reason the body pushes back. Here's what to keep in mind. Prune juice is nutrient-rich, but it also contains natural sugars and a sugar alcohol called sorbitol. Too much at once can trigger diarrhea, bloating, or even dehydration if the intestines react strongly. On the other hand, for those who already run hot inside, overdoing prune juice may cause heat in the body, skin breakouts, or general discomfort. Moderation is the golden rule. A safe serving is about 100 to 150 milliliters at a time, roughly half a small cup 3 to 4 times per week. That's enough to deliver potassium, boron, and polyphenols without putting too much strain on digestion or tipping the body's balance. If you want to drink it daily, it's better to split it into smaller amounts rather than drinking one large glass at once. There are also simple tricks to soften its stronger effects. You can dilute prune juice with water or mix it with lighter juices like green apple or cucumber. This makes the flavor gentler, slows absorption, and still preserves the benefits. Another idea is to blend prune juice into a smoothie with yogurt or protein powder. This adds nutrients and cuts down on the sweetness. Timing matters too. Avoid drinking prune juice on an empty stomach, since sorbitol can cause stronger reactions when the stomach and intestines are bare. It's better to enjoy it 30 to 60 minutes after a meal. At that point, the digestive system is already in motion, which helps absorption while minimizing discomfort. If you're living with conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, or you're taking diuretics or blood pressure medication, it's important to check with your doctor before making prune juice a regular habit. Because prune juice is high in potassium, it could raise potassium levels too far when combined with certain medications, affecting the heart and kidneys. For healthy adults, this isn't usually a concern. But for older adults with underlying health issues, it's something that can't be ignored. Product quality is another point to watch. Many bottled prune juices on the market have added sugar or preservatives. Always choose 100% pure prune juice with no added sugar and minimal processing, if you can. Making it at home by soaking dried plums and blending them with water is a simple way to control quality yourself. To sum it up, prune juice is a valuable companion for muscles and overall health as long as we use it wisely. A small, steady amount combined with a healthy diet and light exercise can bring lasting benefits without unwanted side effects. Think about it: keeping muscles strong and flexible after 60 doesn't require complicated routines. Sometimes all it takes is a simple habit like adding a small glass of prune juice to your week to build a stronger foundation for your body. So, which approach would you choose, enjoying a small, regular serving and reaping the rewards, or risking discomfort by overdoing it? So we've walked through 5 key reasons why prune juice can be a smart choice after 60. It offers potassium to keep electrolytes balanced, helping muscles contract smoothly and lowering the chance of painful cramps. It provides boron, the mineral that helps the body make better use of calcium and magnesium to protect both muscles and bones. It delivers polyphenols, those powerful antioxidants that shield muscle cells from free radical damage, while also improving circulation. It supports digestion and nourishes the gut microbiome, making it easier for the body to absorb the nutrients that muscles depend on. And when it's enjoyed in the right amount, it brings these benefits safely, without the unwanted side effects that come from overdoing it. All of this reminds us that keeping our muscles strong and flexible after 60 doesn't require complicated methods. Sometimes the answer is as simple as making room for a small glass of prune juice a few times a week. Over time, that simple habit can build a stronger, steadier foundation for the whole body. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe so you'll never miss upcoming health tips. And don't forget to share it with friends or family. Someone you know may be looking for the same easy way to keep their muscles healthy. I'd also love to hear from you of the 5 benefits we explored today. Which one makes you most curious to give prune juice a try?